Hey there, RC Girl here. Today we are taking a look at the Traxxas TRX4MT. This is the monster truck edition of the super popular TRX4M platform. They've made a couple changes. You're gonna get an upgraded steering servo, even more clearance than the TRX4M High Trail. Added some scale details like a supercharger and carburetor on the front hood, 8 shocks, beefy monster truck tires, everything included in the box, including transmitter and battery. In this video, we're gonna unbox it, take a look at all the features, and of course, have some fun outdoors. Let's take it away. Before we kick it off, I wanna say a huge thank you to the sponsor for this video, Gentle Bands. They are reimagining rings, moving away from plain generic bands to really unique styles that incorporate interesting and unconventional materials, from ancient meteorites and retired spacecraft titanium to dinosaur fossils. They create bands that are as individual as you are. Picking out a ring is really personal, whether it's choosing a ring to symbolize a lifelong commitment or choosing something to express your own individual style. They have so many different options to pick from. They partner with artisans from family-owned workshops, and any natural materials such as wood and antlers are all sustainably harvested or reclaimed. I took a look at their website, and honestly I fell in love with quite a few of their designs, from ones that incorporate guitar strings to whiskey barrels. I particularly love their Adventurer collection and ended up picking out the Misty Forest for myself, which is made from tungsten and antler. They also have the option to pair your band with the chain, particularly for people who work with their hands a lot, where a ring might get in the way of your craft. You can always keep your band close at all times. I also like that they're very reasonably priced. I personally love wearing mine. It makes a great gift for yourself or that special someone in your life. Use the link in my description box below and get 25% off using code RCGirl at checkout. Huge thank you to Gentle Bands for sponsoring this video. This is available in the Ford F-150 and the Chevy K10 body in a couple different colors. All right, here's everything that comes in the box. You're gonna get your TRX4MT monster truck. I got the black one here, looks super sick. Cool little supercharger here on the front. We'll talk about this in a second, more detail. You're gonna get your TQI 2-channel transmitter, on and off switches on the back here. We got a set button for some programming. We have a steering trim adjustment dial here. Also comes with a 750 milliamp 2S LiPo, as well as a USB charger. And then lastly, you're gonna get some tools, a little T-wrench here, some Allens, a couple spacers for our shocks, your warranty registration card, your user manual. Usually the Traxxas ones are pretty good. Goes into a lot of detail there. A service information pack and a poster. And a poster. All right, let's take a look at this guy. Pretty neat chassis here. They've actually lifted this quite a bit from the original TRX4M F-150, which we have here. Are the bodies interchangeable? The bodies are interchangeable, that's cool. And this has Traxxas's super easy clipless body mounting system. You just push the tab here on the rear and the front, and it clips right off. Looks like we also have LEDs integrated in the body, at least for the front. We're gonna get some front headlights here. Our body is a nice plastic hard body. You actually get clear windows on this, so if you want to do a scale interior, anyone wanting to do a scale interior, we get slightly tinted windows, it looks like. Here they've added a supercharger and carburetor on the front, like an actual monster truck. Get a plastic chrome roll bar rack here on the rear. Got a Ford emblem here, also light buckets, a little TRX4M license plate. No rear lights installed. Our tailgate is one piece, so that doesn't actually go down. Huge beefy chrome dish wheels here. Really big monster truck tires. These actually don't have foams in them, and they are vented. You can hear the air coming out. In addition to our shocks, you're also gonna get some suspension from the compression of the tires. We have an 87 turn Titan 180 brushed motor. We also get the ECM 2.5 speed control and receiver in one. We're going to plug in our 2S LiPo battery, nice little rubber strap here to hold it in place, nice and secure. We're going to plug this in. We're also going to plug our lights into the light port. There's no on and off switch, so once you plug in your battery, that's going to turn on the truck. So make sure that you have your transmitter powered up before you do that. They have also upgraded the steering servo to a higher torque metal gear servo from the original. We also have different bumpers on the TRX4MT. Taking a look at the rear, slightly different rear bumper as well. We got a decal set here on the side with all the sponsors. We're going to get plastic straight axles here, fully locked diffs, four-wheel drive truck. We also have faux chrome plastic diff covers. We got a 4-link front, 4-link rear suspension, and you're going to get 8 shocks total. So these are GTM plastic bodied shocks. They are going to be oil filled. Looks like they come pre-installed with spacers on our rear. They also provide spacers for the front ones if you want to install those yourself as well. So very similar chassis, but there are some key differences here. We have a higher torque servo in the monster truck one. Of course, we got the monster truck wheels. We have a bigger lift as well as 8 shocks instead of the 4 on the TRX4M. Our front and rear bumpers are also slightly modified in the monster truck version. Otherwise, we're gonna get the same motor, the same ESC, and very similar bodies, other than the addition of the supercharger here on the monster truck body. Otherwise, the bodies are very similar and are interchangeable among the 2 chassis. All right, I think that is it for all the details about the TRX4MT. Time to go drive this. Let's take it outside. So all in all, what do I think of the Traxxas TRX4MT? Fun truck to drive around the yard, had a ton of fun with it. You really can turn anything into a feature for these 1/18 scalers. Really nice addition to the front here. Great that the bodies are compatible with the other TRX4M high trails. Really neat additions. I can see people doing a lot of mods to these. Probably a motor upgrade would be the one thing. It'd be nice to have a little bit more power to do some stunts. It does wheelie though pretty well. So all you have to do is full reverse, then immediately full throttle, it'll pop a wheelie. You could even have a longest wheelie competition with these. Does scratch on the rear bumper a little bit as it's wheeling though, so probably on some softer terrain. And because we do have fully locked diffs, 4-wheel drive, this is actually gonna be somewhat capable as a little rock crawler. Got over some rock features in the yard pretty decently. But all in all, fun little truck. Great that everything is included in the box except for 4 AA batteries. You're gonna have to pick those up for your transmitter. Otherwise, everything included, ready to run. Unbox it and you'll start having fun in minutes. Because you have your hard body and you have a high center of gravity, it is a little top heavy, so as you're doing high speed turns, things like that, it does have a tendency to flip itself over. All in all, super fun truck though. I am a big fan of the TRX4s and the TRX4Ms. Great to see them expanding their product line to include now a monster truck. Got a ton of stuff coming your way. We have the SCX6 on my bench, ready to go. Painted up my 3D printed scale driver. Also have a Formula 1 build in the works, going to my first Formula 1 race in Spain. We're bringing a scale version of the Ferrari car to Spain with me. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Huge thanks to Traxxas for sending one of these out. Huge thanks also to my growing community of patrons for your continued support. Your support lets me keep going, doing RC. I'll see you later.